Hi, we're 13 Senses, and you're watching Tiscali.
Hi guys.
Hiya.
Hiya.
13 Senses. Welcome to Tiscali Showcase.
Thank you.
Please could you introduce yourselves to the cameras?
Hi, I'm Will, and I sing and play guitar and piano.
I'm Tom, and I do lead guitar and backing vocals and synths and stuff.
Now you're working with Coldplay's producer, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is Coldplay a band that would influence you also, or you just kind of happen to fall upon working with him?
No, we did. Well, we did happen to fall upon working with him, which was and that was for the first album.
Okay.
But you know, I think we're all fans of Coldplay anyway. So it's it was. Yeah,
I think
quite
at
nice
the
for
time
that as
when
well.
we first started working with Danton on the first album, he was just coming into doing production. He's always been like an engineer, sort of mixer, and he's done a few things with like Star Sailor and Electric Soft Braid, and we were like one of his first sort of proper projects on that album. So we kind of we were almost like testing him out for the world.
You were testing him out.
Yeah. And when it came to choosing for someone to do the second album, I think we were so comfortable doing the first album with him, and we just we weren't doing anything that drastically different with the second album, so it felt right again, you know.
Yeah.
It was we could just get straight on into it, like no sort of getting to know that person stage, you know, with a new producer.
That uncomfortable bit. It's just felt straight into it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a lot easier, isn't it?
Mm.
It is, well, yeah, and when you know how each other works, you can it makes a much smoother recording, and when people have ideas and stuff, it's much easier to put them, to slip them in and stuff.
So you've had your latest single out, Love in Your Hands, and how's that going? Good?
Not bad. It's
right.
I mean, we were away for about 2 years, sort of after we'd finished promoting the first album. So it's always going to be sort of reintroducing ourselves to people.
Now, why 2 years? What happened in between?
Well, we
Just took a very long time to write and record.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The writing seemed to be quite.
It didn't
quite
feel
swift,
like it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's right. No, writing.
Oi, calm down.
After you said no. Writing did seem to go quite quickly, but we had sort of a bit of time in between that and actually recording, and then the recording was sort of split into sort of 3 sections, and so it all just just took longer than we expected, really. And then I think we delayed putting the album out a little bit so we could have another track that came along a bit later. So I know that sort of held things up as well. So partly our own fault, maybe.
And are you obviously you're very happy with the result? Otherwise, you wouldn't have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very very happy. Yeah.
And do you have a favourite track on the album?
I
think my favourite at the moment is it's Contact, the title track, first track on the album.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it probably sounds most different maybe to the first album tracks. It's kind of a little bit more experimental and kind of the way we did things.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me it'd be the first track and the last track, Contact and Ones and Zeros.
Right.
For similar reasons. They seem to be the most different from the first in a way. And
a slight hint of progginess. Which is quite cool.
Quite exciting.
Very good. Now your live shows, are they very important to you?
Yeah, they're very much so. I think from touring around with the first album, I think that definitely influenced how he wrote the second, because we wanted to be able to put the music across much better live, and I think it's quite difficult when there's with the first album there wasn't much to sort of lift people up, and much energetic stuff. But this time I know it's great to. Yeah, it's great.
It's slowly built up over the last few years, like the whole sort of show as a whole. So initially when we started touring, we couldn't afford things like lights and all these extravagant kind of things. But this last tour we've done, we've had like a nice light show, and and we've had just a whole crew sort of working on it. So it just feels like feels more professional.
And would you have any advice for any up-and-coming artists? What do you think is a good step for them to take?
Make sacrifices and put music first, and just play as much as possible, record as much as possible.